Welcome to day 10 of the 30-day Keller Williams Capital Properties Command Challenge. So today we're going to talk a little bit about opportunities again and how to create checklists inside of the opportunity pipeline. So let's log into KW command. Agent.kw.com is the login. Put in your username and your password and sign in. Once you sign in, you're brought to the context management system of command. So let's get rid of this. And we're going to work out of opportunities today. So we can get into opportunities either by clicking the opportunities in the contact cards or the opportunity icon here on the left with the little handshake. So we're going to click that. I've got some opportunities already set up in my demo accounts here. So we've got listings, buyers, and leases. We're going to work out of the buyer section right now because I have the most in the Cultivate section. So I've got some leads that I'm cultivating, or some contacts that I'm cultivating, and these are people that are going to do business with me in the next 3 to 18 months. So I've planted the seeds, and I've done some activities, and I've moved them into my Cultivate. So if I click on the Cultivate bucket, now each one of these are the buckets. So we've got 5 buckets, and inside the buckets, you have stages. This particular bucket has 3 stages. I've created these stages, and you can create those stages by entering edit stages, and that was in a previous video on how to create that. But what I want to do is I want to create a checklist in each one of these stages. Okay, so we've got the bucket, and we have the stages, and then we have the checklist. So those are the 3 components of the pipeline: bucket, stage, and checklist. So I want to add an item to this checklist, or I want to set up an actual checklist that will happen for each one of my cold leads. And how do I do that? I want to go up here to edit stages, just like we were if we were going to change the name of them. Right? It's going to go to the back end of the system. We can change the name by editing, clicking the pencil, and you can change the name of the stage. We're going to work out of the checklist. Each one of these, on cold lead, I've got 2 items in the checklist, 2 items in the checklist on warm leads, and 3 items in the checklist for hot leads. Let's work off the cold leads. Click the 2 items that are in the cold leads. And what you'll do is you're going to create a checklist for every single person that's in the cold leads. So for this one, I create a buyer drip follow-up campaign and then a call every Monday. Those are 2 constants in the checklist in the cold leads stage. So whenever I move the contact into the cold lead, this checklist will be assigned to that contact in the cold leads. Same thing with warm leads. I've got 2 items in warm leads. 36 to convert drip campaign, set up weekly hot sheet. Those are the 2 items that I've created for the checklist in warm leads. And that would happen to every contact or lead I put into the warm lead stage. Okay, same thing with hot lead. I've got 3 items. The 3 items I've created, just click on the 3 items, 12 by 12 home buyer drip, send success piece, and then send to weekly hot sheet. So this, I need to correct that. So I will just go in there and just change this. Oops, I'll just change it. Send hot sheet. Okay, and then we'll save it, and now the 3 items are in there. And see how I did? I just went in and I just changed it out. Okay, if you want to add an item, you just click Add an Item, and you start typing. So a hot lead I might call every Tuesday. Okay, and I'll just click Check, and it's added to it. And I can continue that process. Now there's 4 items to be checked off inside of the hot lead stage for every single lead or contact I put in the hot lead stage. So I hope that makes sense. So if I go back to my my pipeline and go into stages and cultivate. So in cold, I've got 0 of 1 item in the checklist that has been completed. 0 of 1. I have 0 of 2 in the warm checklist. I have 0 of 3 in the hot lead checklist. Okay, if I want to complete those checklists, I would click check mark and then click close. And 1 of 1 is completed. Okay, and see this record has 0 of 1 completed. Go into update, check it off, and close it off. 1 of 1. Then I can possibly move the cold lead to a warm lead. Okay, and then the other context will move up, and then this one will move over. And same thing with the hot lead. I can move this over to hot lead and see how it changes. It should change to 3 items. So if I were to refresh this screen and see it's 0 of 3 items that are in the checklist, there are 3 items and 0 items are complete. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions regarding the checklist, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. 202-417-2058 is my cell, or fmanley@kwcapitalproperties.com.